Minsk, the capital city of Belarus, is the largest urban center in the country and serves as the political, economic, and cultural heart of the nation. Situated in the central part of the country, it is strategically located along the banks of the Svislak and Nyamiha rivers. Minsk is a city with a deep historical significance, a unique cultural blend, and a modern infrastructure that serves as the focal point of Belarusian life. As a dynamic metropolis that combines the beauty of the past with the innovation of the present, Minsk stands as a testament to the resilience and transformation of Belarus throughout the years. The history of Minsk dates back to the 11th century, when the city was first mentioned in historical records. Over the centuries, Minsk has experienced numerous changes in its political and cultural landscape, influenced by a variety of ruling powers, including the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, the Russian Empire, and the Soviet Union. Throughout this time, Minsk has grown from a small settlement to a major city in Eastern Europe, playing a central role in the development of the region. The city has witnessed wars, invasions, and political upheavals, yet it has continuously rebuilt itself and adapted to changing times. Its long and tumultuous history has left a profound mark on the city's architecture, culture, and identity. Minsk's importance as a regional center became evident in the medieval period when it was a part of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. During this time, Minsk flourished as a key administrative and trading hub. The city's strategic location between Poland and Russia made it an important point for trade routes, and as a result, it attracted merchants, craftsmen, and intellectuals. In the 16th century, Minsk became a center of education and culture, with a growing number of religious institutions, schools, and libraries. The city's development was closely tied to the political changes of the time, and it became a part of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth in the 17th century. In the late 18th century, after the partitions of Poland, Minsk became part of the Russian Empire, marking a new chapter in the city's history. Under Russian rule, Minsk experienced significant urbanization, and it became an administrative center for the Belarusian region. During the 19th century, the city's economy grew with the expansion of industry, particularly in textiles and manufacturing. However, Minsk also faced periods of unrest during this time, including uprisings and conflicts with the Russian Empire. Despite this, Minsk continued to develop as a center of trade, culture, and education. The 20th century was a defining period for Minsk, as it experienced dramatic changes during World War I, the Russian Revolution, and World War II. During World War II, Minsk was heavily damaged by Nazi occupation, and much of the city was destroyed. The occupation was brutal, with the city suffering severe loss of life and infrastructure. After the war, Minsk was rebuilt and underwent rapid industrialization as part of the Soviet Union's efforts to reconstruct Eastern Europe. The city became a major center of Soviet influence, with large-scale industrial projects, new housing developments, and a growing population. The Soviet period had a profound impact on the city, and many of the buildings and monuments that define Minsk today were constructed during this era. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Minsk became the capital of the newly independent Republic of Belarus. The transition from Soviet rule to independence brought new challenges and opportunities for the city. Minsk had to navigate the complexities of a post-Soviet economy, political changes, and international relations. The city's leadership sought to maintain its strong industrial base while also modernizing its infrastructure and expanding its global presence. In recent years, Minsk has emerged as a city of both tradition and innovation, with an economy that balances old industries with new technologies. Minsk's historical significance, combined with its modern developments, makes it a key player in the political and economic landscape of Belarus. The architecture of Minsk reflects the city's diverse history, with a mix of medieval, classical, Soviet-era, and modern buildings. One of the most striking features of Minsk's cityscape is its broad, wide streets and grandiose squares, which were designed during the Soviet period to showcase the power and importance of the state. The city's main avenue, Independence Avenue, Prospekt Nezavisimosti, is a wide thoroughfare lined with monumental buildings that embody the Soviet architectural style. The avenue leads to key landmarks such as the National Academic Bolshoi Opera and Ballet Theatre and the House of Government. The architecture of these buildings is characterized by grand columns, ornate facades, and a sense of symmetry that reflects the ideals of Soviet power and order. Minsk is also home to many historical landmarks and monuments that tell the story of the city's past. One of the most iconic structures in Minsk is the Minsk Hero City Obelisk, which stands in honor of the city's resilience during World War II. Another important historical site is the Belarusian State Museum of the Great Patriotic War, which documents the city's struggle during the Nazi occupation. The museum is home to a vast collection of artifacts, including military equipment, personal items, and photographs from the war. Minsk is also home to numerous churches and religious sites, including the Holy Spirit Cathedral and the Church of St. Simon and St. Helena, which reflect the city's rich religious heritage. Culturally, Minsk is a city of vibrant expression and creativity. The city is home to a thriving art scene, with numerous theaters, galleries, and museums that showcase the talents of Belarusian artists and performers. The National Art Museum of Belarus is one of the most prominent cultural institutions in the city, housing a vast collection of art from Belarus and beyond. The museum's collection spans several centuries, with works ranging from medieval icons to contemporary art. In addition to its visual art scene, Minsk has a rich literary tradition, with many Belarusian writers and poets calling the city home. The city is also known for its music, with a number of orchestras, choirs, and music festivals that celebrate both classical and contemporary genres. Minsk's cultural life is further enriched by its theaters and performance spaces. The National Opera and Ballet Theatre is one of the leading venues for classical music and dance performances, while the Yanka Kapala National Academic Theatre is a key institution for drama and theatre arts in Belarus. Additionally, the city hosts a number of annual festivals that celebrate music, art, and culture, such as the Minsk International Film Festival and the Slaviansky Bazaar in Vitebsk, which brings together performers from across the Slavic world. These cultural events attract visitors from around the world and showcase Minsk's position as a cultural hub in Eastern Europe. The economy of Minsk is diverse and dynamic, with key sectors including manufacturing, technology, and services. The city is home to a number of industries, including machinery, chemicals, and textiles. Minsk has long been a center of heavy industry in Belarus, and many of the country's major manufacturing companies are headquartered in the city. In recent years, however, the city has also seen growth in the technology and service sectors. Minsk has become a center for IT development, with a growing number of tech startups and software companies operating in the city. The presence of the High-Tech Park, a technology hub located just outside the city, has played a significant role in fostering innovation and entrepreneurship in Minsk. The park attracts both local and international tech companies and has become an important part of the city's modern economy. Transportation in Minsk is well developed, with a range of options for getting around the city. The city has an extensive public transportation system, including buses, trolleys, and the Minsk Metro, which has 2 lines connecting key areas of the city. The Minsk Metro, which opened in 1984, is one of the most efficient and affordable metro systems in the region, providing a fast and convenient way for residents and visitors to navigate the city. In addition to public transportation, Minsk is well connected by road, rail, and air. The city's main airport, Minsk National Airport, serves as a hub for both domestic and international flights, connecting the city to destinations across Europe, Asia, and beyond. Minsk's educational system is highly regarded, with the city being home to several top universities and academic institutions. The Belarusian State University, founded in 1921, is the largest and most prestigious university in the country, and it plays a central role in shaping the intellectual and scientific life of the city. Minsk is also home to specialized institutions in fields such as engineering, economics, and the arts. The city's educational institutions attract students from all over Belarus and neighboring countries, contributing to the city's international character. Minsk is also a city of green spaces, offering residents and visitors a respite from the urban hustle and bustle. The city is home to several parks and recreational areas, including Gorky Central Park and the Belarusian National Library Park, which provide spaces for relaxation, outdoor activities, and cultural events. These parks are popular destinations for both locals and tourists, offering a peaceful retreat within the city. In conclusion, Minsk is a city that embodies the history, culture, and future of Belarus. From its medieval origins to its role as the modern capital of an independent nation, Minsk has played a central role in shaping the identity of Belarus. The city is a dynamic blend of the old and new, with a rich architectural heritage and a growing modern economy. Its cultural vibrancy, thriving art scene, and strong sense of national identity make it a unique and fascinating destination. As Minsk continues to grow and evolve, it remains a city that represents the resilience and creativity of the Belarusian people, while also embracing innovation and change in the modern world.